perfect moon that shone on you and me. The moon and you conspired that night to sweep me off my feet. It was lunar mystic madness that crept inside my head and wound its way down to my heart while you were standing there. I don't know if I'm lost or found, and I'm not so sure I care. All I know is how good I feel when they ask me, I declare. Blame it on the moon or something in the air. Maybe it was sorcery. Some hocus pocus magic must have got the best of me. Could have been your lips that sealed my fate. Maybe it was destiny. But I'll blame it on the moon for shining love on you and me. Soft as candlelight, reflecting off your skin. Your laughter was a melody that kept enraping. There was music all around us that only we could hear. It made us dance around the house. All that our lives did.
I pledge to be rehearsal, I have no idea how.
All right.
I'm going to hang on to these because it's practice. Yeah.
I declare, blame it on the moon or something in the air. Maybe it was sorcery.
Is he really? Oh, good. We're only every other day right now, aren't we?
All right, folks, please listen up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put everyone in their positions on stage. We're going to do a recessional, a recessional again, a processional, and then you guys will go over your crowds.
We're missing the best man.
Oh, we are.
Of course. Somebody said
All right, right up there, and then you guys follow me.
timing. Alright, everybody lined up?
Where would I stand while waiting to be cued? Okay.
We're going to play the whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, you're going to be pretty close behind them.
Oh, okay. Like 5 feet.
Well, maybe a little farther.
Okay.
Well, our cue is to wait for him to come all the way back with the runner, right?
Right.
Because he's not going to come back out.
No, when he stands on the runner.
Oh, I know. My cue is in music.
The music, right. So
Sorry.
he's standing on the runner, go.
Okay. Sing, Jill. And something to clarinet player.
Yeah.
You're in our way. Give him a turn there.
At this point, I'm going to do the general intro. I'm going to tell the story of the Jill and Howard meeting. And then we will transition into Richard and Serena. Richard, the way I envision it, you go first. And you're doing 3 pieces?
Yeah, or it depends on what time frame you
How long
have.
are they?
Very short.
Okay.
So yeah, do all three.
Okay.
All right, and the third one, I understand you kind of wrote for the occasion.
Right.
All right.
How do we feel about us having chairs already
Yeah, I
here,
would think so.
sitting down and just
Probably
being
be
real
there.
background until
Yeah.
you cue us? And
Because realistically, John's introduction is not going to be very long, and so.
That's a great idea.
And then we have someone bring us 2 more chairs for the front.
Okay, so at that point, Serena's finished playing, and then I'm going to introduce what we're calling lessons in marriage, which is our pieces of hard-won advice in marital bliss, or whatever you want to call it. And then
And I'm a marriage therapist, so you better listen.
you also have a few years of marriage under your belt. And then at that point, John is going to introduce the wedding vows.
Right. Right. And we'll go through those. And the way we'll do it, I mean, I'll go over this again briefly for the audience tomorrow, but I'll be presenting the vows to Jill, and Kathy will be presenting the vows to Howard. And we'll all be speaking at that point.
You want
The only
anything?
questions I have is when do I give this to her?
I would say after
join hands after the. When should I
Yeah,
give this
so
to
that's a
her?
good point. So after, in part of your
Or
introduction,
should I
say now
actually? Or
join.
should I actually give it to her as soon as I get up here so I can hold her hand?
That would be good, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
Okay, so we get up and then okay.
This or I mean, just like.
Well, I think at the exchange of vows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the whole time, well, the whole time we were up here.
That's
Well, you
fine.
should move a little this way. Howard, come in a little. There you go. So you're like evenly across.
And you guys play. While they're playing, the best man will very smoothly pass me some rings.
Right. Am I right?
I will take the rings,
Bless them in your own
Bless them.
special way.
hand them to Kathy. The octet will finish. Now
We'll
we're
have
going.
plenty of time to do that, by the way. Yeah.
And then we'll introduce the vows and kind of explain that a little, and then we'll get right into it. And whoever, I guess you speak with Howard first. I think.
Yeah. I
Yes.
think it is.
All right, and we'll just
and then you say
naturally-
I do.
Actually,
and
you
then-
hold on to the
Let's
rings.
pretend like let's just do a couple of them.
All right.
Hold
Does
on to
anyone
the
have the
rings,
cards?
John.
Just to do them.
Until
Choose your card.
after the vows.
We're gonna make our own copy of this.
Right.
So you,
Well, this
you guys
is-
will each have a. Yeah.
That's the audit too.
Jill, do you promise to be diligent?
I promise to be diligent. I promise to spend every day trying to understand your needs and improve my ability to fulfill them.
Howard, do you promise to be diligent?
Jill, I promise to be diligent. I promise to spend a little time every day trying to understand your needs and improve my ability to fulfill them.
Howard, do you promise to be original?
I promise to be original. I promise not to be the perfect husband, but to be the perfect partner for you.
Jill, do you pledge to be original?
I pledge to be original. I promise not to be the perfect wife, but the perfect partner for you.
Jill, do you promise to be curious?
I promise to be curious. I promise to always want to know what you are learning and share the new discoveries that I found.
Howard, do you promise to be curious?
I promise to be curious. I promise to always want to know what you are learning and to share discoveries I found.
Howard, do you pledge to be inspiring?
I pledge to be inspiring. I pledge to be the person you can trust to respect your aspirations.
Jill, do you pledge to be inspiring?
I pledge to be inspiring. I pledge to be the person that you can trust to respect your aspirations.
Jill,
It's okay. It's okay if you blame a little bit. Yeah.
Jill, do you promise to be courageous?
I promise to be courageous. I promise to never be afraid to share myself with you.
Howard, do you promise to be courageous?
I promise to be courageous. I promise not to be afraid to share myself with you.
Oh, hell, where is that license? Let's just do it now.
Good practice.
Yeah, I needed that because I needed to know.
Good, that was good.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah. I knew it was
We
good.
need to, I need a book cue.
Hey, they're
Yeah,
working.
yeah, this is
I think they're
hard. We
working.
need our cues.
We need a,
Except,
Do you like it that we do that
Yep,
that way?
yep, yep. That worked. That worked. Did you guys think that worked? Did that work? All right.
What was interesting, though, was that we might say remain
instead of.
Very close to a bar.
And John messed it up several times.
I won't tomorrow, but it's just a suggestion.
Oh, I got you.
Now we're all going to break up if someone's.
Yeah. And then we're going to talk about sleep. And we'll talk about, okay.
And then, John, you will hand me the rings. And you will introduce the rings. And
I'm going to actually be reading at that point. I've written. Kathy will be the physical
Right.
being, kind of guiding with the rings, and we'll do that. What's that?
We'll start with Howard.
Yeah, Howard,
Send
you're
the
first.
rings.
Okay, you're first.
Give it, here's a ring.
Well, she's going to have.
There's a ring, sorry.
She's going to have.
That's one person.
All right, this is not what I'm going to say tomorrow. I'm just going to wing something. These rings are.
These rings are winging it.
No. I'll pat you.
John, take a breath.
These rings.
He's better than me right now, so he's doing good.
These rings are a symbol of their relationship and the promise they are making to each other. Kathy, hand the ring. Howard, I'm going to tell you.
okay.
Howard, blah, 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 blah. Put the ring on Jill. Kathy, hand Jill her ring, please. Jill, blah, 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 blah. Place the ring on Howard.
My ring fits his finger.
Give each other a great big fat kiss.
And that was it, right after the ring, this kiss?
Kiss.
Seal the union.
I'm sorry. My mistake. Actually, but pop us me and Then I'm going to be reading.
Yeah,
No problem. And then you guys kiss, and then you'll turn around and face the crowd.
Yes. Don't rush. Okay.
And you're going to have to be on that train. And ladies and gentlemen, it's my privilege for the first time to present a married couple, Mr. and Mrs. Howard and Jill Malone.
Now we go. To the end.
He said it was fine, but who's bringing it?
Yeah, so we got to handle
So
that.
you have to handle setting it up. And then just plugging it into.
He said
You
check
have a
out
mixer,
There's going to be
public
stuff in
fan
there.
power
Yeah.
I mean, if Keith needs to be playing a role in the sound, then I guess I
No,
told him I didn't think he was going
It's
to.
not going
We
to.
need
No,
somebody to run
my
the
question
sound.
was because he said they had a mic for the middle for us, but it's not as good as Greg would be because the mic that we have to pass around.
Ooh, that ain't
Right.
going to
And the
work.
mic that Greg has, it would pick up everybody.
Well, you have to tilt it like this, but it's got a cardio in it.
The plan, what we're going to do tomorrow, we're going to do, you won't be there obviously, but we'll find another woman and we'll do a sound check.
Sound check.
Like
If it-
Lori.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's,
She'll
yeah,
be
Lori.
getting
Oh,
She'll be
yeah.
getting ready,
So,
maybe,
if that doesn't work,
we must have for Natalie.
if that doesn't work, we're going to have to go to plan B, which will be Kathy and I will have a microphone and everyone, they'll be able to hear you somewhat, but I think Kathy and I need to be heard, and you guys will pretty much be talking to
Yeah, and they're going to be reading along in the programs for our vows and
Yeah,
things. That's the only thing that we said.
So that's the worst case scenario.
But we do need somebody to run the sound.
Hey, sweet.
And then did we figure out?
Yeah, and just setting who's Hey, thanks, man.
No.
Oh, and thanks for last night.
Yeah, I heard.
Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
That'll make a good scene in the movie.
Thanks for last night. It was his last night as a single man, and then the Be Curious and the
Yeah, right.
Bi-Curious. I know.
Be curious.
So you want me to introduce each poem?
Whatever feels. I'm going to give you the mic, and I guess I'll need to know. Was it obvious, like the break between each one, or I'll know when it ends?
Yes.
I'm going to do a rhythm on the first one, backing rhythm, then I'm going to play My Own Life for the second one. And then actually wait a minute.
I think the third one maybe I should just do the third one on my own.
Wait, which one is, the third one's the one you wrote?
I hear that's really good, the third
That's
one.
the one I wrote.
I heard about that.
Right?
We sing into flower tops with whole note horn songs of romance and knowledge, of jazz and classics, of life and forever reflecting each other. We laugh at every step we take and learn from each mistake. We make vows today to stay who we are in love. We sing for freedom and clarity with whole languages at our lips. We acknowledge the universe held between our fingertips. We hold dear singular memories and promise to share them all. We remember a dad whose past and childhood laughs, travels abroad, and books we've adored. We express and reveal. We learn and we grow. We together are the forest.
I like the effect of the blue thing in the back, you know. I like that, the effect of that in case that we need to, you know, be lifted up to the ceiling.
Positive vibes all over. It's what I believe that you get back what you give. I'm blessed to receive positive vibes all over. And that's a relief because it's so hard. So hard.
I'd forgotten.
It's what I believe that you get back what you get. I'm blessed to receive positive vibes over. I'm not so relieved because it's so hard to live.
I'm blessed to receive positive vibes all over. It's what I believe that you get back what you give. I'm blessed to receive positive vibes all over. And that's a relief because it's so hard to live. I'm blessed to receive positive vibes all over. It's what I believe that you get back what you give. I'm blessed to receive positive vibes all over. And that's a relief because it's so hard. I'm blessed to receive positive vibes all over. It's what I believe that you get back what you give. Yeah. I'm blessed to receive positive vibes all over. And that's a relief because it's so hard to live. It's so hard to live.
Separated at birth?
Yeah, I think so.
You never know.
My wife, Patty.
Patty, nice to meet you.
By nature, I'm never romantic or too sentimental. Affairs of the heart, seemingly inconsequential. But since I met you, suddenly now I'm a poet. Love you to bits, girl. Here are some words that will show it. As I live and I breathe, you're all that I need. As I live and I breathe, you're all that I need. The rascal, his work clouded my weekend. Passion and love in the brew I am drinking. I live and I breathe, you're all that I need. As I live and I breathe, you're all that I need.
It's a rehearsal dinner hosted by my family. So this, I understand traditionally, the rehearsal dinner is a time for the families to meet and get to know each other, and hopefully that's going to happen tonight.
Excuse me, who are you?
Oh, I'm Howard Mall. I am the groom.
Oh, excuse me.
Single man walking is what they call me, actually. All of our out-of-town guests who've made the trip, you know, the long and arduous trip to share tomorrow with us.
And we just have a couple things we wanted to share with our guests in our wedding party. Our wedding party consists of our officiants. Stand up, please. John Gallagher, can you stand? John is the conduit to how we met. You'll hear a little bit more about that tomorrow. I won't spoil it for you. But John got his notary in order to marry us. Isn't that nice? Yeah. So Kathy and John.
That just kept him on track for the wedding. So
They don't just give those notaries away either. Oops, pardon me. Who's the counter gifter?
Lori Buckley is the matron of honor. She came in from San Diego just for the wedding with her husband. And she got her gift a couple weeks ago. So thank you for coming. She's hung out with me.
I think the next individual is the best man. He's this way. Gregory Showmaker. Yeah, there's the best man. Greg and I have been friends. We have been drinking partners. We have been roommates. We are co-workers. I've known Greg for a long time, and he is truly the best man that I know. Sure. It's very appropriate.
Yeah, sure. Other people we wanted to thank, my dear friend Jim Bradner and the table there. He is going to be the head fellow musician, clarinet player, and our musical director for our ceremony musicians tomorrow night. So can't help but thank the parents. Thanks, Mom, Dad.
Started by Tom Scar. One of the things we'd also like to say, in addition to our musical director, we also have a reading from Richard Negri, who is right next to our car, and a very special musical performance from Serena Young. You can also get their records online.
CDBaby.com.
I figured this would be the appropriate point at which to do the plugs.
Last plug, we promise.
John Gallagher also has a...
Here, you'll be here.
T-shirts will be a bit now.
The one thing I wanted to share with Howie was that, you know, as you might you find out tomorrow, John is a marriage counselor, and I searched high and low for marriage advice to see what, you know, we should do, and I found some in Housekeeping Monthly from 1955. Okay, so this is the Good Wife's Guide. Have dinner ready. Plan ahead, even the night before, to have a delicious meal ready on time for his return. This is a way of letting him know that you have been thinking about him and are concerned about his needs. Most men are hungry when they come home, and the prospect of a good meal, especially his favorite dish, is a warm welcome needed. Come on, Jill. Prepare yourself Take 15 minutes to rest so you'll be refreshed when he arrives. Touch up your makeup. Put a ribbon in your hair and be fresh looking. He has been with a lot of work-weary people. Be a little gay and more interesting for him. 1955. His boring day may need a lift, and one of your duties is to provide it. Clear away clutter. That would take forever. One last trip to the main part of the house just before your husband arrives. Prepare the children. Later, take a few minutes to wash their little hands and faces, comb their hair, and if necessary, change their clothes. They are little treasures, and he would like to see them playing the part. Minimize all noise. At the time of his arrival, eliminate all noise of the washer, dryer, and vacuum. That's not a problem. Try to encourage the children to be quiet. Christine, you do that every day, right? Be happy to see him. Greet him with a warm smile and show sincerity in your desire to please him. Listen to him. You may have a dozen important things to tell him, but the moment of his arrival is not the time. Let him talk first. Remember, his topics of conversation are more important than yours.
You haven't listened, dear.
Make the evening his. Never complain if he comes home late or goes out to dinner or other places of entertainment without you. Instead, try to understand his world of strain and pressure and his very real need to be at home and relax. There's more. Don't complain if he's home late for dinner, or even if he stays out all night.
These are handwritten.
I know this. Count these as minor compared to what he might have gone through during the day. Make him comfortable. Have him lean back in a comfortable chair, or have him lie down in the bedroom. Have a cool or warm drink ready for him. Arrange his pillow and offer to take off his shoes. Speak in a low, soothing, and pleasant voice. Don't ask him questions about his actions or question his judgment or integrity. This is where I get told. Remember, he is the master of the house. As such, will always exercise his fairness and truthfulness. You have no right to question him. And the last one is honestly from 1955. And the last but not least, a good wife always knows her place.
I'll have to say that also I decided to, call many of my married friends, for advice, married men for advice about how to be the proper husband and all of this stuff. And then the whole issue of marriage came up, and all they had to say was, don't do it. So, but I didn't listen to
I didn't listen to
I know. If anybody else wants to say anything, the floor is yours. Dad, you want to start?
No.
I think you're a great couple.
Thank you.
I love you both. And I'm the mother of the group. So that goes down on record. But Jill, I think
all right. Get the party rolling.
Sweet, sweet Lord, I'm in my way, my Tuesday. Done good, need home. Wish you would come back to me, happy with me, Lordy. Sweet Lord, I ain't so bad, don't stay mad at me. be. Lordy, Lordy, pick up that phone. Be my call. I know you're home. Love is precious, words are cheap. Leave a message at the Lordy, not so bad, don't stay mad at me too long. Lord, I know I done you wrong. Come back to me, happy we'll be. Lordy, here we go. Get out! Love is precious, words are cheaper. Leave a message at the beat now. Sweet, sweet Lordy, lonely bed, I miss your head up on my chest. Girl, your loving is the best. Come back to me, happy we'll be. Lordy, come back to me, happy we'll be. Lordy, come back to me, happy we'll be. Yeah, come on, Hoopler. All right. Oh, how I hunger since you left me. Breath of longing.
Rosenberg coming up, the soon to be Mrs. Small.
Rosenberg. Come on, Jill. Let's check it out. Come on, Jill. I want to hear it. Come on, Jill. She does a great thing.
Nice to be short.
All right. I'll tell you, back in the day,
This was the highlight of the show. We don't do it anymore because I got jealous. I'll be honest, but let's do this reunion bit. This tune called Benny. Seriously, this is kind of special for us because I used to, when I first started out in music, we'd have these amazing big shows. I don't know how we got there, and it was just me with my guitar, and I was like, this has got to be getting boring for people. So I asked Jill to come up, who's a classically trained musician, never improvised in my life. And I said, Jill, you got to make something up. She's like, John, give me music. I said, no, make something up. And she came up with a classic clarinet lead. It's kind of like, as far as clarinet goes, it's kind of like Freebird. Here we go. When Benny starts to play, he blows the crowd away. Pretty ladies dance, music king. Come on, let's swing. Come on, let's swing. Being cool, the only rule that's swing. Now Benny's boys and well, make the high note play. Pretty ladies dance with music's king. Come on, let's swing. Come on, let's swing. Being cool, the only rule, let's swing. Happy little weekend to the beat that's playing. Any given night's not real tight. You can find the boys out jamming.
How Howard and I met and what we ended up doing after we met. It all started with the guy here who's pointing this camera at us. Bing called me up one day and said that he was going to be hosting an event and invited me down to recite some poetry. He had heard me do some jazz poems. A couple of days later, he says to me, I have this guy who plays horn who I think would sound really good with you. And I'm like, yeah, bring him on. It sounds great. So we get down to this place, and I meet Howard for the first time, and they say you're not supposed to judge a book by its cover, but I did, and I'm like, damn, this guy looks like an accountant. I'm not sure it's going to work, you know? So I look over at Melody, and I'm like, what am I going to do, you know? And I said, it's not like I'm the greatest thing in the world, but she said, well, let's go out into the parking lot, into the garage, and try it out. So I get out, and I start to lay out the first lines of this poem that we started to do, called Blue, and I lay it on him like, blue like Billie Holiday. And just as I started doing it, he lays into the horn, and I'm like, oh, you're fine, you're fine. Needless to say, I think it's 3 years? Yeah. 3 years later, we have played the Miami Jazz Festival together. We've gone to New York and recorded together. We have played countless shows, and it's been a real, real honor to present my material with Howard and Howard making it so much more than it is. And I think that we should start out with Blue, which is the first thing we ever did.
Woo!
So this goes like this. I'm gonna hold on because I am scared.
We need a spotter.
Don't look
down. Baby steps.
I'll just start reciting the poem and then whatever happens.
Just don't hyperventilate.
How do you do it? You spread. So this is a poem called Blue that and it goes like this. Blue like Billie Holiday. Train blue. Hawkman saying. Blue like velvet midnight. Southern Beach and BB blue. Or like 12 tones, callousing tips with misery and happiness simultaneously. Blue like open sky above ocean waves. Blue of my spiritual awakening. Blue like howling wolf on woodward rack, like Macy's attack on the black and white. Now that was one all-star blues. Blue like Smoky Alley's village weekend. Blue like my mama's death while Armstrong sang Sweet Lorraine. Blue like October inviting the winter and Whitman's leaves of compost. Like Rimbaud's drunken boat and all of your Chuck Chanowski. Blue like Ellington and Blanton duet and I'm falling in love with blue. Blue to blue like Brandon Hopkins and Five Alabama and Blind Boy. Gospel blues or a toothless man on a harmonica blue. Blue like West Virginia where mountains sing a ballad blues. Hollering for some love blues, like last poet blues of Harlem blues, like funky, junky, pork chop blues with welfare lines and your methadone rules. And ghetto blues and prison blues and Gil Scott Heron now Gil he sang the blues, saying home is where your hatred is. Yet in my denominational Christian blues, that man said, working for heaven, got him feeling blue as Miles got me in all blues, kind of blue and blue. Música azul de corazón, azul de mis luces españolas, the memory-friendly blues of Spanish lights in a faraway fantasy where I was cutting the coffee, shining wingtips, and it's some swinging blues. All the blues like forever. All the blues like forever. The blues forever. Falling in love with them blues.
Ordinary life. It's 24/7, not just 9 to 5. Love each day of my daily grind in my ordinary life. Won the Oscar, thank my folks. Got my picture on the cover of Vogue. My singles top the charts. Casey told me now I got my start. 24/7, not just 9 to 5. Love each day of my daily grind in my ordinary life. Won the lotto, it was grand. I flew to Rome, the Pope kissed my hand. Scored to win the Super Bowl, skated for Olympic gold. So where am I going? To Disneyland. In my ordinary life, it's 24/7, not just 9 to 5. Love each day of my daily grind in my ordinary life. It's not what I do, it's not where I've been, it's not who I know, but rather who I am. Woke up this morning next to you, drank some coffee and I read the news, picked the kids up after school, did some shopping, watched the tube.